This time last year, the Abilene High Eagles did everything but turn the lights on and announce the game en route to an 81-3 victory over Fort Worth Paschal. It's the largest video board on the planet, 72 feet tall and 90 feet above the playing surface. It's crystal clear that 2009 will forever be set in stone for the Abilene High Eagles as champions of Texas. But the biggest question is, can the Warbirds add some new bling to the collection in 2010? 2 in a row, that's what's on tap for the Abilene Rough Riders tonight if they can manage to duplicate last weekend's performance against Austin. From Tuscola to Austin, now to Cleveland, Ohio, Colt McCoy has officially made it to the peak of pro football. We're not going to say anything right now. We're crossing our fingers that the Cowboys can knock off the undefeated New Orleans Saints. The one-time Abilene High Eagle John Lackey apparently will be packing up the truck real soon. Today, ACU and West Texas combining for over 1,500 yards and get this, 161 points.
This is BigCountryHomepage.com Sports with Manny Diaz.
It's not quite the playoffs, but for the Wiley Bulldogs, it kinda is, since today's game with Graham was a must-win to get in. By the way, Wiley has never missed the playoffs since the start of the program back in the 80s, so could that be in jeopardy today? Bottom second, game tied at 2 with 1 on, 2 out for Spencer Labrie, who comes through with an RBI double to left, scoring Colin Harris, giving Wiley the 1-run lead. Top third, Graham looking to answer, but Daxton Deal gets Quint Kramer to ground out into the inning-ending 1-6-3 double play. Get you some. Bottom third, 2 on, 2 out for Wiley. Ryan Porter pokes one to right for an RBI single, plating Carter Hayes. Score now 4-2 Wiley, but Graham would come back and make it interesting, forcing extras, but in the end, Wiley takes it in 8 innings as the Bulldogs win 12-11 to advance to the playoffs. To college baseball, the ACU Wildcats continue to cruise to the Lone Star Conference Tournament, now just 1 game shy of the championship game. The RBI machine, Aaron Oliver and the Wildcats taking on the Cameron Aggies. Remember this fella right here. We picked things up in the first. Willie Weechi with a base knock to left, allowing 2 Wildcats to score, and it's 2-zip just like that. But Cameron would answer in the bottom of the first. Blake Watson single scores a run. That would be part of a 2-run first inning for the Aggies. And it's all knotted up at 2, but not for long. LSC Player of the Year Aaron Oliver brought his whooping stick and says, "Get with it or get lost." That's a 2-run shot, the first of 2 home runs for Oliver on the day to make it 4-2 ACU. The Wildcats would score 6 in the top of the 9th to pull away for the victory. ACU advances to tomorrow's championship game at 5. Now to the NFL, while most rookies just finished their first mini camp, former ACU Wildcat Tony Washington, well, is still unemployed. The National Football Post says Washington's conviction of having consensual sex with his sister is the reason why he's still waiting for a team to sign him. Van McElroy, who's Washington's agent, told the National Football Post, quote, "I'm in complete shock." McElroy also told the website that 4 unnamed teams indicated that they would not draft Washington. You can read the entire National Football Post article about Tony Washington on BigCountryHomepage.com. Just go to the website and click on sports. Now to high school golf. Corey Churchman is headed to the state golf tournament. By the way, Churchman is a freshman at Cooper and has qualified for a trip to Austin after placing 2nd at the regional golf tournament last month. Churchman shot a 2-day total of 146 down in San Angelo and is ready to head to the state tournament to see what he can do.
I'm really excited, you know.
The Class 4A state golf tournament is next Monday and Tuesday at the Jimmy Clay course in Austin. Churchman is set to tee off at 9:55 on Monday morning. All right, that is these sports. Back to you guys at the desk. By and large, Tony Washington stands out from the rest. And for an offensive lineman, this big man can move. You think you can outrun some of these other guys?
Yeah, probably. I can probably clock a 4.3 easily.
As a lineman?
No. That'd be nice though, right? They put me at D-line in the league.
So as the NFL draft approaches, Washington becomes the latest Wildcat to enter the spotlight.
I think his tools definitely translate to the next level. He's just got to continue to keep getting the experience at the position. That's going to be the biggest challenge, is going against the greatest players in the world with only really 3 years of experience.
But you don't have to look far to see NFL written on Washington.
Since high school, that's been the dream, man. It's been the trying to get to that, That's the goal. That's where that hard work pays off at, right?
As a native of New Orleans, Washington wouldn't mind if the Saints took a chance on him. But at this point, he's open to all takers.
I'll play for anybody, man. I just want to play, That's just like, it's my dream to play football, Saints call me. That'll be great. Get to go home, Super Bowl team. But I'll go play for the Afghanistan Rough Riders if they had a team.
There's no telling where Washington will actually end up when draft day rolls around. But one thing's for sure, wherever Washington goes, chances are they'll see him coming. From ACU, I'm Manny Diaz, BigCountryHomepage.com Sports. Despite being 2-9 on the season, the Rough Riders are still contending for a playoff spot. And according to the team, this new guy can help turn things around.
This guy here is the next coming of Vinatieri. He's going to win kick a game winner for it this week.
You can just tell in practice, man, he's ready to go, 100%.
I seen this guy take on 9 ninjas in a pair of skinny jeans. I didn't even know you can raise your legs with skinny jeans on.
Okay, Matt. Believe it or not, as we take a look back, the Rough Riders wouldn't be the first to suit up regular Joe.
I pulled the old Mike Leach out of my hat. A couple years ago, Coach Leach got a guy from a contest during the game kicking the ball, and he became a starting kicker and was perfect throughout the season. So, I went to an old reference, and we talked about it. He said he's kicked before, and here he is.
So who is this mystery player? What does he do when he's not on the gridiron? And is he really that good? The answer to all that is this. He's Tyler Edwards, BigCountryHomepage.com sports anchor, and let's just put it this way. He's still a part-time kicker.
Since they brought Big Jake in as the kicker, nothing against Big Jake, but I mean, if he can do it, anyone can. That got me to thinking, talking to Coach Blackshear about it, and we just kind of hit it off, like, as far as me kicking. I've kicked before. This is my dream.
This is what we grew up playing with. You feel how squishy this is?
Yeah.
But of course, Jake Helms, Rough Riders offensive lineman and emergency kicker, wasn't too fond of Tedward's new gig.
We have athletes on the field, and then you have him.
It appears Edwards has the ability. Most importantly, does he have the look?
It's just being comfortable. It's just like when you wear those pants that you wear to work every day, you feel comfortable in them. You feel like you can bring your A game. You wear those pants to work every day. These Chucks, I'm bringing my A game.